Okay, Catherine.
All right. Are we live now? So, good day, everyone, to our viewers and especially to our guest speakers right here in front of me. So, good day, everyone, and welcome to our second wave of Zoom live session about Dowsing-Inforenergetics. And thank you for taking time to join with us today. And I am very excited, and I'm sure you guys are also excited to learn, grow, and explore together. And before we officially start or begin, let's have a quick catch
Mhm.
up and a few reminders for you guys. So, to our viewers here, our live viewers, you may use your our chat box or the comment sections for questions and to interact with us. And we encourage everyone to stay until the end for the open forum or sharing if you have questions to ask, and we will provide a good answer for all of your questions. Okay, and to formally start our live today, our session may invite everyone to pause for our short prayer. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today. We ask for your guidance, wisdom, and blessings as we deepen our understanding of dowsing and infernergetics. May this session be filled with learning, insight, and positive energy for everyone here. Bless us, our speakers, open our hearts, and make this gathering a meaningful and inspiring for all of us. May we continue to grow in knowledge and use what we learn for the good of others. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. And today's sessions is very special because we will discover about the compatibility. We will tackle about how the practices help us to become more aware of our intention and holistic well-being. So whether you are completely new to our topic or already have exploring this field, we hope that tonight or today, wherever you are, guys, this discussion will bring valuable insight and meaningful learning experiences for everyone. So, to give you more background about this session, here's the director of Dowsing-Inforenergetics, Mr. Mihai Urma.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Good day to everyone, and thank you for being with us again. We are very happy to meet you once more and to continue the dialogue we began in our first gathering. Last time we spoke about our respect for the Filipino people, for your faith, for your family values, your traditions, and your openness towards spiritual understanding. Today, we would like to go one step further. Our intention is not only to present a course, but to open a path of knowledge, practice, and inner discovery. Radiesthesia and Inforenergetics invite us to look more carefully at the connections between the human being, nature, subtle energies, and divinity. They help us become more aware of what influences our life, our state of balance, our relationships, and our spiritual growth. Our school has been active since 1991, and over the years, around 50,000 students have attended these courses. Many of them came with curiosity, some with questions, and others with a deep desire to understand more about life and the unseen connections that surround us. For the participants from the Philippines, we wish to create a clear, accessible, and well-guided learning experience. The courses will be held live online through Zoom in English, and they will include both theoretical explanation and practical guidance. Step by step, we will introduce the main ideas, the structure of the courses, and the way participants can apply them. They'll learn in a responsible and beneficial manner. We are also grateful that Catherine will be with us, offering support and helping clarify certain terms, whatever needed, so that this knowledge can be understood as naturally and clearly as possible. We believe that this collaboration can become a beautiful bridge between our school and the people of Philippines, a bridge built on respect, faith, trust, and the sincere desire to grow together. Thank you once again for your presence, your openness, and your interest. We are glad to continue this journey with you and hope that today's meeting will bring more clarity, inspiration, confidence for the steps ahead. Thank you very much, Catherine.
All right, thank you so much for that wonderful message, Mr. Mihai Orma. All right, guys, like what Mr. Mihai said, I'm very excited to share this kind of knowledge. So every one of us here, we got a free free learning today or tonight. So I'm very excited that you guys stay up until the end and we will learn and eventually we can enroll to this course and to have a healthy well-being. All right, and now it is my pleasure to introduce our speakers for today. And our speaker is passionate about sharing knowledge and experiences in the field of dowsing and energetics, helping our individuals, energy awareness, and personal development through these practices. So let us all welcome Miss Karina and Miss Ramona.
Hello, everyone. Glad to see
Hello.
you again.
Right. And Mr. Mihai, Miss Ramona, and Miss Karina, before we formally go to our topic, because this is very interesting topic today, may I ask you first, how prepared you are for this second wave of our live session? What are the preparations you do, the research that you want to share to our individuals? Just give us the little gist or hint for today's discussion. Anyone can share first? I think Miss Karina is ready to share her insight.
I will say what I've done 5 minutes prior starting our Zoom meeting, and it was a prayer to the mother or to the mother of Jesus to help us to bring to you all the love that this knowledge means to each and everyone, in meaning of information that you can add value to your life in order to make your life happier and more fruitful. So for us to have good inspiration and inform you in the most important lines of our knowledge that can be understood in at this point from your part in order to further continue with our growth together in our body, mind, and spirit, especially spirits, mind, and body as a line of doing this. So this is what I have done prior to this meeting of us. So we will be, I hope, in the love of our Mother of the Holy Child here with us within these minutes that we'll be together. So I hope that you will want to stay with us in order to feel this energy that she will be providing to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Karina. How about you, Miss Ramona? How prepared you are for our second live session?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you again. Well, as always, before such wonderful and filled with energy sessions, I have my own moment of connection to the Holy Trinity. I do my own prayers and I do my best to be as aligned as possible, exactly as Corina was saying, in terms of soul, spirit, mind and body, in order to also deliver the useful and beneficial information that are best for the viewers, and of course to be of guidance as much as I can for those who want to start this journey into discovery of their own self, and what actual spiritual elevation can be and help in terms of their well-being. So I'm glad to be here with you again.
All right. Yes, of course, we are very glad to see you as again, ladies, for today. And how about our director, Mr. Mihai Urma?
I've been thinking about how to explain to our audience the value that we can deliver to them, and a subject that would impact their daily lives. Today, tomorrow, and in the next couple of days, and what would that subject could be. And we find a very interesting subject to discuss today. It is about compatibility. This is a subject that we approach it in our third level course, and it is a very interesting subject because it has to do with everyday life. It impacts your life with your life partner, with your co-workers, with your food, with your environment that you live in. And this is a very interesting topic that we have prepared to discuss today with our colleagues.
All right, a very exciting topic. So we will know about the compatibility of our, in general, the spiritual relationship and marriage, and the environment and places, of course, and our personal growth. And before we continue to our session, let me just shout out our viewers now. So we have here Mr. Ray Omampo. Sir Ray Omampo, hello po. Yan. So, may kapwa Pilipino, Ray Omampo. So, Ray Omampo, sana supportahan nyo ang Dowsing-Inforenergetics and stay lang tayo hanggang dulo sa live. And if you have questions, you may drop here in our comment sections. And invite your friends to watch this free live session. Okay, and let's go back to our main discussions since what Mihai said, or Mr. Mihai said about the compatibility. So can you give us the introduction about this topic?
As usually, I am the one that is the most nervous when it comes to talking, and I'm the first on wanting to get rid of these emotions. So I please ask you to allow me to be the one to start this topic. That it's very searched by each of our uh, participants to our classes, because this is an ability that each of living systems has in order to communicate and influence each other in the point of view of energy, of information, concepts, and supra concepts that are available around us. So when it comes to compatibility, if we are talking about the plus area of this compatibility, we will feel very happy with our surroundings, talking about animals, food, plants, people. And when we talk about negative values, so-called negative values, then we will be very anxious, very nervous, very agitated, and we will want to leave the area where we are feeling this kind of states, emotions, and reactions. And these compatibilities we can use as an quantifier in order to appreciate our choice to do or not to do an association with a job, a person, some affects, places, and everything that is around us. And when it comes to compatibility, this topic is not a simple one, because it involves lots of our characteristics. A lot of our characteristics is not just about a smile, it's not just about a face, it's not just about this pink suit that I have with yellow blouse. It is about what we express, what we are, in terms of the quality of our soul, in terms of history, of the history of our history in those places, our history with those peoples. Because if we have if we had conflicts with those people in this lifetime, or in ancient time, I don't know if you are aligned and you accept the idea that this is not our first time on this plane. And if you know about this hypothesis that is not our first experience on this earth, then you know that we know each other from previous lifetimes. And when it comes to previous lifetimes, this one will be the effect of what we have done in the previous one, not only what we have done in this one. So when we meet each other, we will see that we will want to hug some people, and we will don't want to do some jobs in some places, because we have some soul memories that are not aligned with what we want to grow, with what we how we want to grow in this life, and we will say no. Or if we stay, because sometimes we choose to stay, we should accept the idea that it might be possible to get ill, which we don't want, but it is the final effect, the most difficult aspect of what will come to when we don't accept and don't take in consideration this part of compatibilities. But also, if we don't have any choice and we need to stay there, we can do something. We can do a lot of things to improve our the quality of the time that we will spend with the people that at first time are not of our liking, in the places that maybe at first time we are very shocked and blocked. And for this we call them optimizations of our staying in a place with some peoples. We will study, and you will be teach some techniques that it will relieve your uncomfort, if it's about some uncomfort, or you will have more fruitful results from the compatibility that is already bringing you happiness, and you want more out of it. Maybe it must be something about um, good results in job, with your job. It might be some good results in a sport that you are doing, in some competitions that you go to. So it's about everything that involves your life, and it can be improved if you know to make the difference between what it is making you good results and what is giving you bad results, because this compatibility it's influenced by the fundamental beneficial energies that you have, that the place is having, that the people that are surrounding you are filled with or not, because these fundamental benefic energies are not something that can be like that. I'm asking, and they will be. You have to do some steps. You have to be of precise quality of your your way of being with the others. Also, this compatibility is very related, it's a lot related, to not to say 100% related with your faith in God. If this faith in God it is not there, then your compatibility will be lost if
Corina,
you have something to lose. Yes.
I think our audience would be very interested to give an example, like how we can use the radiesthetic rod and dial to measure compatibility. And I had this idea that maybe you can show us how you will measure now your compatibility with the place that you are in now. Can you
Yeah.
show us? And
Yes.
for that, our audience to see how this is working, and maybe what kind of values do we measure, as much as we can say, to determine this compatibility.
Thank you, Mihai, for stopping me. Every student has an urge on seeing the practical value of what we are teaching. But from my teaching side, I'm here to say that if you don't have the information, you will not know how to use the rod and dial in order to quantify this compatibility. Because it is, yes, a parameter that we have here in Info-Energetics, but if you don't have the information, all the information needed in order to make a proper quantification, you will make an appreciation of the results that it will put you in agitation, will not help you. So I will go with the measurement that Mihai asked now, because him stopping me tell me that it was enough information for this point. I can use the rod and dial in order to provide you this information. So the place that I am in, it's on first floor location. It is the location is in city Constanța, near the sea. I'm making you a picture to see where I am in the world now. Așa. I'm near the sea. The city it has its own access to Black Sea. So and surrounding us are a lot of trees and birds. So I have a door open to the balcony, and the birds are singing. I don't know if are heard, but the birds are singing outside, giving their good fundamental benefic energy to us in order to do these measurements. So the quantification of compatibility, it is made on a scale of 1 to 100 usually. And when we have results over 81, it's a plus. When we have results below 81, is not good. In short. So I will make these measurements. I haven't done this kind of quantification about this place, because this place chose me and I didn't choose him. So I'm making my place a good place in order to provide to me and the people that are coming here all the beneficial fundamental energies that he is possible to offer. So in order to make this measurement, I need to put myself in what is called the ready state that we are studying in our first level, meaning that I will clear my mind of everything and every emotion of everything that is in it. I will choose the type of compatibility that I wish to evaluate, because different shapes of compatibility that we can use. And I will measure on 1 to 100, putting a question, asking a question that my mind will provide to my soul, and my soul will take this question and give it to God in order for Him to answer to me in a value. That will be the quantification on the dial, the quantification of the energy that will come back to me to say how compatible it is my body with this place, my body compatible with this place. It's a 93 value. It is quite it is to 100 shorter than to 81, so it's a good value. I will also need to know, when it comes to compatibility, how this place is receiving me. So I will measure also the compatibility of this place with me, with my body, so my physical body. So I will up, I will go up. I will take myself up. I probably you will don't see my head, but you will see the rod and dial. Yeah. Okay. The first measurement I needed to do it for myself in order to calibrate myself. Now I can show you. Yeah. I detach myself. I ask the question. I breathe, and I let the dial come to my. It's a 97. The 97. At this point, what I can translate, because these are values, and these values mean nothing if we don't have the translation of these values, if you don't understand what they are saying, because they are only values. In our manual, you will have all the details in order to be able to translate the values. So these values are saying that this place is giving me a lot. It's giving me a lot to help me to do the good job that I am here to do. And also is saying that these emotions, my values, the 92, 93 is saying that the emotion that I'm in are stopping me from providing to this place in equal value. I'm not on the 97, I'm on 93 at this point, but the values are very good values. Yeah, meaning that we are giving each other happiness. We are providing the space and the quality of energy, information, concepts, and supra concepts that are keeping us and healthy, alive, because this floor is not only mine. At this floor are also other human beings that are living here. So we are providing each other all the good elements that we need in order to not put ourselves in any jeopardy, but we are aligning our spirit to this faith in God, to what God has to say to us in order to make our life a beautiful place, to keep it and make it better. So, if you want to know more about this compatibility, this part of body is not the only one. We can appreciate in level of mental influence and also soul influence, but not with a place, not with the bricks. We are doing this with living system. I can appreciate we can quantify this compatibility on all layers for living systems. If other question, please ask. I think that I should quiet myself for a moment now. Please continue.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Karina. This is just an introduction, but it's a very fruitful introduction for us, and we see how Miss Karina did the instrument or the tools. And if you guys enroll to this course, you will know the meaning, and you will know how to read that spectrum, the numbers that what Miss Karina said. You will understand that. So to all our viewers there, you may stay here in our live, invite your friends to watch us, and don't forget to share also this video to our live. And of course, don't forget to follow or subscribe or visit our page, dowsing-inforenergetics.com. Right. Miss Karina, that's a very fruitful again conversations or discussions that we had. And my question is that of all the topics, why you guys think that compatibility is a perfect topic to discuss today? I think it's a bit all right, Miss Karina.
I think that this should go to Mihai because I have my own pleasure, happiness when it comes to compatibility. But Mihai picked it, so Mihai, why?
Yes, very nice question. Thank you very much. Um, I think our happiness and well-being depends of compatibility. It has to do with everything that's around us. We can talk about the family relations or like a father, son, mother, daughter, or your spouse or other relatives. It is about compatibility, and it's very hard to find someone that is 100% compatible. And there are a lot of layers of compatibility. You can be compatible on a physical scale, but you can be not compatible like in the way you are thinking. Or the way you approach some aspects of life. So it would be great if we can find out these things before meeting a person. Of course, it's not in the case of relatives because
We
the
choose them
relatives
already.
are relatives. But otherwise, if you are looking for a life partner, it would be better to have some tools, acknowledge, to evaluate these things before meeting that person, because we want to meet the right person, right? So I think Inforenergetics gives us a very good tool and knowledge to do that. Also, we can choose what kind of, let's say, job is appropriate for us in the future. When we are on some crossroads in life, to choose between left and the right, it doesn't matter quite much the decision, but we can measure, we can evaluate the result of that decision with ourself and our mission, right? So it is linked with some other subject, very interesting subject of our courses, which for sure we'll discuss in another meeting. So this compatibility knowledge and tool for other people to use is very, very, very useful. And I think everyone needs it. And of course, after you're in some kind of situation, in a job-related situation, in a situation with your life partner, and maybe you don't know for sure the causes that drive there, because maybe it's not a rational cause. It's not a cause that you can pinpoint. This is why. Maybe it's just something doesn't work out, but you don't know for sure what is that. So by starting asking questions and measure, you can find the truth and find the real reason why your relation is in a bad mood right now. Maybe it's a subject from a past life.
Other life.
Okay? Yeah, so you have met in another life and you made harm each other in some way or some, and you just have to investigate and meditate and ask questions and find the truth through this. I think that's why it's very interesting, and it would be very nice if Ramona could tell us more about this, and especially how can we find the truth when we are not certain why we are not having a good relation with someone.
Yes, well, I think that first of all, as a subtle meaning of this compatibility approach is also is related to the fact that it allows us to maybe check on our intuition. And when we sometimes feel that something is right or not, but we are not really aware why it happens, then we can actually investigate and see if the measurement guides us better. Usually when we speak about compatibility, we speak about the beneficial energy which is fundamentally connected to our souls. So that is, I would say, one important and first level of connection and compatibility which takes place at the soul level. Then another aspect and very important parameter is our belief in God and our connection to God and how it kind of supports our compatibility. That's also related to our values. Because, of course, a person who has a belief in God and who has spiritual values might not be as compatible with a person who doesn't have the belief in God or spiritual values. When we think about our values, we also think about priorities and how people prioritize values in their life. Maybe, for instance, someone who puts more emphasis on material values than on spirituality. So that would be another level where we can observe if there is compatibility or not. Compatibility is also related to the way in which we relate to our consciousness, how our consciousness and our awareness of our actions, if they are wrongdoings or not, how we evaluate these aspects and how we maybe do our best to correct or to mend our ways when we realize that something is not really right in terms of, our connection to souls, to our mission on earth. Corina, if you want to add
Yeah. I have an
something.
idea about related to intuition, the relation between intuition and compatibility. I will tell you a story. The story is that how Catherine is the one joining us. Why Catherine is the one joining us today? If you allow me, Catherine, I would like to measure the compatibilities between you and me because I
Yeah,
didn't knew
sure.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mihai picked you by using his intuition because he is an intuitive guy, and his astrological sign is helping him in doing so. So it's very helped by God in this direction without making him feel awkward. I didn't knew you before seeing you the first time. So now we can see how which are the values of the compatibilities between you and me in terms of his choice. Yeah, you can I do that, Catherine? You allow me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm very excited. It's very interesting.
Yes. I know you. We are the guys that are looking can see they can see that we are very we have happy faith when we are talking with each other. So we know something about how this compatibility between the two of us it is. So let's see in value what this means. Yeah. Okay. I
All
will do
right.
that. I will put myself up in order to measure. I will write the values, and after that we will translate them. Yeah. So I will do this compatibility on soul level. We call this our noisic part, the noisic part of our being. I will measure this one for this moment. My compatibility with you now. I'm doing I've put the dial the rod on the dial two times because I needed to see the exact value because the rod it's pointing between two values and I want to see the precise value. That's why I'm doing twice the evaluation. I have a 97. And now I will evaluate your compatibility for me. Yeah, at soul level. Yeah,
Sure.
94. So we
Right now,
have a nine.
excuse me, why did you measure the both ways? You with her and her with you. It should be interesting for the audience to
Yes, when we are talking about two human beings, the compatibility is not a value. We are not one. You are Catherine, I am Corina. So we are not the same. We are unique. We have each of us. We have our own history. The history that it's putting his own mark in our soul, in our body, in the way that we are thinking. So we cannot be in the same way beneficially influencing each other. Yeah. So this is why we are talking about two values. Yeah. So this 97 from my part to my side to your side, it's saying that I am providing the good energy that you need, a lot of the good energy that you need to do your work. It means that I am not making you nervous in terms of what we are doing. I am supporting you. This is this is the kind of energy and feelings that are going from my side to your side. This is the 97 that I am providing to you that is filled with what I do know from Inforenergetics and I'm using the radiesthetic rod and dial in order to quantify that. In order to have a good compatibility level at higher as possible to 100, we need to have forgiven ourselves to one to each other the mistakes and maybe the sins that we have put ourselves in this lifetime or in different lifetimes. So when it comes to compatibility and my part of the job when I'm coming here to make this life, is the first one is to ask for forgiveness. This is what I didn't put at the beginning because I was very emotional, but this is the first layer of what we need to do. We need to have in our mind when we want to have a good compatibility with each other. Yeah, and this 94 from your side to my side is also a very good value. Yeah, it comes from your knowledge, from your experience, and good your all your good intentions to do, and not intentions only, or also actions that you are taking in order to support me when asking questions and being in line with all that it's on live and online. And thank you very much for this, and also thank you for having the same Christian belief like we have, and knowing that love is the base of everything. So on this base we can put our compatibilities, our faith, and every good deed that we want to do. So this is something that we didn't knew before, because this this was an inspiration moment, inspiration.
So,
Yeah.
Karina, the point of forgiveness at the beginning is that every person that we meet in our lifetime, it's probably because we have met many times before, right? In
Yeah.
other past lives. And we have some subjects that are closed from our lives and some subjects that are not still closed from the other lives. Okay, right? It
Yeah.
is true.
Yes, because in every time that we see each other, we have an important deed to do,
Mhm.
love each other. And sometimes we can do it, and in other times we cannot. And when we cannot, we remain with this so-called unclosed subject, with the need to ask for forgiveness in order to receive from God, from Jesus, from the Holy Spirit, from Mother Mary, the balance of love that we didn't had the content in ourselves to provide to the other.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah, I agree.
Ramona is measuring something there.
Actually, I have a
I did my own measurement as well, and I also have a high compatibility with Catherine. And I went
wow.
further. I even checked in how many lives we've met before.
Before.
Anyway, yes, my compatibility with Catherine is 96 and hers with me is 93. So anyway, it's a very high percentage. It's a good compatibility. So it's not by chance that we are here together and that we have met.
But Ramona,
Wow.
please tell us a little bit if the compatibility were under 81 or a lower value, what that doesn't mean.
Usually, the lower the compatibility, the more chances there are that there are some things that we need to forgive from previous lives, maybe, or there are different values, as I was saying, in terms of alignment. We are not exactly on the same level, but most probably we have to work out some things related to forgiveness, to love, to acceptance, and usually incompatibility may have, as a cause some previous conflicts that we might have had in a previous life, or different such reasons. Even if there is incompatibility, the good thing with learning about Inforenergetics and these kind of techniques is that we can work on improving our relationships and work on forgiveness, on acceptance, on raising our vibration, our as Corina was saying, noesic compatibility, so that we can come closer together through acceptance and love, and maybe somehow to heal the things that were not healed maybe in different other previous lives.
So, may I say, like by default, all the people, at least at noesic level, should be compatible because they should love each other like Jesus told us to. But if not, they have to work a little bit. And on other aspects, like on biasic or physical, that's other issues of compatibility there. But at least at noesic level, all people should be compatible, right?
Well,
If
at
you
least
date,
we can do this to improve, yes, acceptance and love, and improve our, internal harmony. And that will make us, as Jesus was saying, be more open to love and share more love and acceptance towards others. So that, of course, increases our percentage of our value of compatibility. Corina, please.
In terms of incompatibility, what we will see when we need to confirm such an incompatibility is that our biofields that we are studying in second level are diminishing the wideness of them. They are shorter, they are lower, they are coming. Our biofields, our informational and energy fields are lowering. So the content, yes, contracting. Yes, thank you. They are contracting, and we will not feel good in our own skin when it comes to incompatibility. This is a sign, a feedback that we can observe when it comes to incompatibility, and how, like I was showing to you in our previous life, this can be tested and seen by using our rod to check and confirm this thing. There are some compatibilities that cannot be moved to a better value than 81 in one lifetime, because if between those two souls, what happened in the ancient times in other lives was very difficult, and happened too many times, those kind of compatibilities will take longer than some years or a lifetime in order to solve. In terms of, let's say, uh, um, sports, if you had an accident in that kind of physical exercise in a previous lifetime, you will not want to do it now. And if you will want to do it, it will take for you a lot of hard work in order to put yourself over that trauma that is signed inside your in your soul. So this will be difficult for you to want to do that sport again, even though you were very good at it. So when you know something that you like and you don't want to do it, search yourself, because it is possible to have not so happy history with that kind of sport, and this is why you don't want to do it. So you should take it and discover it step by step in small steps in order to get over your incompatibility with that kind of sport, because it is possible that exactly that kind of sport is the one that it will put you and your information and your energy at work, and you'll feel alive and more happier than you were before. So if you want to be happier, and if you want a better health state, you need to do some efforts with yourself and with the compatibility or incompatibility you are in with everything that is surrounding you.
Um, Right, thank you so much, Miss Karina, and to our guest speaker. Actually, when you try to meet our compatibility, I'm very nervous because I think I am very have a good aura with you, and then with the tools. I'm grateful that is very high, so it's a good result as well as Miss Ramona. So I'm very confident now because it's confirmed that yeah, I'm good to all of you guys. And with our viewers right now, hello there. I hope you enjoyed our interesting topic today. Hi, and good evening to our fellow Filipinos watching live here in our Facebook Live. Please follow us, our Facebook page, Dowsing-Inforenergetics, and to our website, please visit us dowsing dash or minus infoenergetics.com. Again, guys, dowsing minus infoenergetics.com. So you may visit our page and like our Facebook for this. You will be updated with our live and our engaging contents. And also, invite your friends to watch here on our live and stay at the end. And if you guys have more questions here, feel free to drop our comment sections with your comments. All right, a very interesting questions. And we can also talk or discuss the compatibility about relationship and marriage
Hmm?
because
It's
because I think listening to our topic, I think that some of my relatives with both sides of my father or mother, why do some couples lose compatibility after marriage? Because there's sometimes there's a thing like that.
You want me to say why some of them are continuing they are continuing to be compatibles, on what they are compatible with each other, on what you can see from outside, and some of them are arguing why this is happening after the marriage. This was the
Yeah,
question,
yeah,
because
yeah. Yeah, and
this
then
was the
why
question.
yeah,
Hmm?
yeah, why compatibility change over time like that?
What In order to have a good compatibility, it is needed to have a good history with each other, and not only from this lifetime, but also from the other previous lifetime, when they met each other on a side, and on the other side they need to do what we have also in this third level, third course, to give thanks to God for the beautiful relation that we have. If you don't do that, our relations will decay. Will The compatibility, it can decrease, because the part of forgiveness, not to be only between the two of the not only between the two of them, but also with all the environment, will not be done. And when you are not keeping your thank you God in your daily life, you will not have a good compatibility until the end of your life, because everything that is happening in your life that it's not putting you in a happy position when you are not giving thank you, when you are not saying sorry. It will make your compatibility go to incompatibility, not at all levels, but it might possibly, the worst one is at soul level, noesic one. And also the one that will give you arguing, it's the one on mental level, biosic level, how we are calling it, because you will not understand each other. The language will be the same, but it will be different, because the thank you God and thank you my dear partner that you choose me is not done.
To be
This is
grateful.
why. Yes, this is why I like more the grateful or thank you. I like more the thank you God than the gratefulness. But it is the same. Thank you. You need to say more thank you. Thank you God. Thank you husband. Thank you sister. Thank you. Thank you, mother, in order to have your relationship in good order. Otherwise, you will have arguing. In a small explanation of it. Yeah, Mihai?
I would
Yes,
like
we had.
to add something. After entering a marriage, usually the couple spends some time together, but otherwise they have different social lives. So it's very important about where they are going. They are going in different professional environment. Maybe they have different friends, and this influences the spiritual part of life. And even if one partner is more spiritual than the other, a gap starts forming. So as the gap is growing, starts to two things could happen. Either the one which is more elevated would help the other to pull it up, okay, after him, or a great incompatibility will develop there. And this would solve only with the rise of the other um, to follow the partner which is more elevated. So this also could be very important issue.
Yeah. In other words, to put other words, to make another point, to put another point, another view of this, the same question. We all are, we are all, or you are matter, we are matter, energy, information, concepts, and supra concepts. So if our content is not of a good quality of each of us, our content is not of a good quality, then the incompatibility will appear. We need to take good care of each and every part of our being, of what we are. Energy, information, what we learn, uh, matter, what we do with our body, and prayer, in order to, and how we bring God in our life, in our present, in our day-to-day action, in order to have a good quality compatibility.
Yeah, it also says that we are also responsible to our surroundings, forgive
Yes.
with one another, and then
we influence we
yeah,
influence
yeah,
each other with the content that we are good energy, good influence, bad energy, bad influence. And it is not about bad and only about energy, it's also about not enough good energy. It's
yeah.
about
Okay.
not enough good energy, because God is everything. But if we don't ask and we don't receive from this good energy that God is, we are not the good energy that God is. And then we will have incompatibilities in many areas of our lives.
All right. Thank you so much for that answer, Miss Karina. So to maintain our compatibility to our partner, so we need to also, in other words, give and take energy with your surrounding and your partner. Yeah. And for Miss Ramona, to with that question, so what do you think the signs show that a relationship supports personal missions?
Well, usually in relations which support our personal missions, we can notice that both partners grow and both partners elevate more or less in a similar rhythm. We can also notice that things in their life improve, that their relationships are of a better quality. So usually when we have this kind of elevation, we can notice it as a positive, beneficial influence in all our relationships, in our surroundings. And it's also important to understand that there is a certain level of compatibility that we need to maintain in order for the couple members to grow together. So as Mihai was mentioning earlier, if there is distancing or an increase in the degree of compatibility, then that means that one is growing or elevating at a faster pace than the other. And this can be a positive influence on the one who has a lower level, but it can also be a negative influence on the one who is elevating if the other partner doesn't have the openness to elevate or doesn't have this openness towards more gratitude. I think one of the main element in which we can increase our compatibility is somehow to do our best to see God in every human being that we interact with and start from there, because that would somehow make it easier for us to be grateful for the people we meet, especially those who kind of trigger in us beneficial growth. That would be the way I see the need to grow together and elevate as being part of our mission as well. And that's why when you feel that you have some incompatibility with someone, it's very good to learn how to investigate, how to evaluate and discover why that might be there, so that you can see what you can do in this lifetime to mend the differences, to maybe heal what can be healed at this level and in this lifetime, for that relationship to be supportive of growth, of well-being.
And
Thank
in order to, thank you, in order to get to measuring compatibility, you need to do some steps. And these steps are finding out how to use the rod and dial, what we are doing in the first level. And we have some informations there and and exercises that we can do anywhere in the world that we are in order to teach ourselves how to use the rod and dial. This is the first thing that we need to know, to find out how to do it in order to go to get to the compatibility. After that, we need to find out more about what is a living system. And this, what is a living system, you will find out in our second degree course. There you will find about the biofields, the unseen face of our face, to say so, and how to quantify, how to check this. You will find how to quantify the well-being, your vitality, your content of beneficial energies. This is what you will need to find out, study, and exercise after you know how to use the rod and dial, and after you have these two degrees taken and exercise, and the informations are in your possession, written and studied, then you can come here to the second grade that we have. This where the first element that you will find about will be the compatibility, and afterwards you will find out and study and exercise how to improve these compatibilities with our techniques. These techniques that are our invitation to you to prayer. And after you do this, you will want to know more about you will want to know how long this person will be by my side in this lifetime. What can I do in order to have this person by my side for all my life until we go back to God? So in order to have this question answered, you will very much like to see, check out, and study and practice and exercise what we are offering you in our fourth level. So, if you want to start all this journey in quantifying compatibility and more of what this is bringing into your life, we are inviting you on 7th of July to join us with the the grade that will take place on live on Zoom with those of you that are in your choice to make your life better and understand better what and how can your relation with God can be improved, and your relationship with everything that it is alive, and everything that it was created by God and available to us on this plane, on this planet. So this is a journey. It's not just on rod and dial and a question. It's a journey from which you will find out more about you and more about what we can do more to be in good relations with each other, with ourselves and the others from our surroundings.
Yeah. So to all our viewers, we invite you again, guys, to at least visit our website page, dowsing-Inforenergetics.com, and join us to our session or Zoom on July 7. So to my fellow Filipinos, malapit na po. And ito ay isang magandang platform to start para makapag-enroll kayo or makinig kayo sa ating discussion kasama ang ating mga minamahal or the one na nag-share sa atin ng knowledge here in Zoom. No, sa July 7 na po yan. So, hello to Mike Darren Conde. So, hi Mike Darren Conde. Please invite your friends, family, or relatives here to watch our live. And we also invite you to be to enroll or in our class on July 7, and at least visit our website page, dowsing-Inforenergetics.com, and also like and follow, keep your notification bell on our Facebook and Instagram account so you guys keep updated with our new content and knowledgeable videos and such. And thank you so much, Miss Karina. And for a question here, is trust are fine or okay until compatibility, or it's okay to just what you call this, it's okay to just perfect compatibility to build a trust with one another.
They are, let's say, together. Trust is it's the result of compatibility, and the compatibility will give you trust, because both of them will take you in taking actions that are likable to the other. So this is like that you will continue to have faith in each other, and also you will continue to have compatibility. So I would say that one, it's keeping and giving energy to each other. If you have compatibility, you will go to trust. If you are in trust, you will have more compatibility. If you do the deeds that are you can do when you have trust in the other person. Otherwise, you will go in bad in lower content of good energies. You will not do the good deeds that you should have done, and the trust will shorter itself, and also the compatibility will have his own shaking in order to resist this mistrust. And if you go to I'm sorry, and do the deeds that confirm that you are sorry, then the trust will come back and the compatibility will not go down.
All right, so it should be balanced with the trust
Yes.
and compatibility. All right, and Miss Ramona, why can strong attraction exist without true compatibility, especially in many forms in general? So what is or why can strong attraction exist without that true compatibility? So that our viewers know and they are aware of that too.
Well, there are two aspects that we can think about when we speak about attraction. There can be an attraction which is related to the physical body, to, like a chemical reaction, if we speak in terms, in biological terms. But if we speak in terms of, energy, attraction can be again on two levels. There can be an attraction which has beneficial and compatible energy, and there can be an attraction which appears precisely because the two partners have some lessons to learn. There can be an attraction which is, if you want, residual from previous lives, where they have met and they had maybe some unsolved issues. And in this life, there is that attraction maybe as a test, where they need to kind of learn something or to mend their, a previous conflict, or they need to elevate in some way beyond that attraction. So usually if it happens, I think it's very important for the two partners to understand if they kind of sustain or support any action in that direction or not, if that attraction is actually supporting their soul elevation or not. And you can also, by learning these techniques and by discovering the theory and practice of the Inforenergetics, you can also have that instruments to identify what is maybe the healthiest choice in terms of supporting or rejecting that kind of physical attraction. So it can be good at one level, but not so good at another level. And we need to have that capacity to discriminate between what is beneficial and what is less beneficial when we face such a situation where we have physical attraction, where there is chemistry, but maybe at a soul level we feel that things are not right. So we can evaluate, investigate what the causes might be and how to get over those issues of lack of compatibility and what we can learn from that.
All right, yeah, thank you so much. And again, acknowledge again with that simple question. Thank you so much. And you mentioned earlier about the spectrum or the numbers, like 96 compatibility with us, like that. So may I ask how many ranges is there, a like low, medium, and high spectrum to like the range. What are the ranges if we can say it is the highest compatibility, the lowest compatibility, so that our viewers know in live. Now they have a gist, so like that.
The higher compatibility value is 100. The lower compatibility value is 82. 81 is I don't care about you.
All
And
right.
I don't give nothing about you.
Mm,
You are nothing to me, so to call you are indifference. 81 and from 80 to say 80 to 0 and below, we talk about incompatibility, and the lower the value it is, the higher the aggressivity, the urge to do harmful things, it's higher. The person that are in incompatibility values lower than 80, lower as they are, they will do harm each other. They
mm-hmm,
will feel the need to harm each other, to make put a balance and give in with bad actions, negative action, give it back to him, to the other, to give back what he had done to one. So
mm-hmm,
these are the ranges. They are not that wider. We have there is a smaller range for compatibility, and we need to stay there also at a social level in order to have our places in peace.
mm-hmm. All right, thank you so much. At least, guys, some of, or at least a few, how to read the numbers with the compatibility. So I invite you all to visit our website page to know more, and of course, enroll to our subject so that all together we will learn like this, a very fruitful and knowledgeable knowledge about dowsing and Info-energetics. And this course tackles about compatibility. For our new viewers here, we talk about here the compatibility topic. And just a little shout out to Delhi Sobre todo. So he commented Savior and God. So I guess our a request to come with us until the end of this live. And if you have questions, again, please drop in our comment section, follow our Facebook page, and visit our website, dowsing-infoenergetics.com. And this one is a very intrigued me, the questions of what role do thoughts, emotions, and actions play in energetic compatibility?
It depends from where these thoughts, feelings, emotion are taking the energy from. If this thought, emotion, and feeling are taking the energy from God, then they will go to a good compatibility. If these thought, emotions, and feelings they are taking the energies from the from hell, let's say it, from hell, from hate, from aggressivity, then they will decrease the compatibility. And this will happen and will vary between 100 and 82. Also, when it comes to the person, the age of the person, the social status, the astronomical conditions, if the moon it's on his full exercise or not. It depends on how much the other living beings that are surrounding the persons uh, are capable on putting influence of those in compatibility on those that are searching the compatibility. So the elements when it comes to influencing the compatibilities are a lot, not very much. It's not a very English expression. So these are the.
So can we say that compatibility is considered dynamic rather than fixed? Or here, what should be our attitude if we meet a person that we like, but measured compatibility of her or him with under 18?
We should be careful. We should be careful. We should be very careful. We should stay very focused about what is happening. We should not put our trust in that person, and we should not fool ourselves with a good looking person. We should take in consideration this value below 18 and make our prayers in order to have each other have to one to each other the forgiveness obtained also from God. Understand that they are mistakes that happened between us, and if the atmosphere gets tensioned, we should find a reason to stop the conversation and get ourselves in a better place than the one that that person is with us. This should be done in order to not have ourselves harmed. It's not about physical harm, it's not about mental harm, it's about our soul being harmed, not to have our soul harmed in this kind of position, and understanding that there is a lot of history under this 80 value. It's a lot of history there, and not judge. Do not judge. Just put a lot of love and get out of there if you cannot stay. This is what we
Right.
should.
Yeah, so instead of avoiding them, let's just pray
Yeah.
for his or her soul and accept what or be open-minded of
Yes.
what she or he was doing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right. And how about you, Miss Ramona? Do you agree with our discussion to not to avoid a person under 18, but to pray them? So for you, um what what can we do to ourselves to improve that compatibility as well?
Well, I agree with this perspective, and I also see the things in a bigger perspective, because, for instance, it's not only about praying for the soul of that person, but it's also when you think good and you wish all the good things for the other person, even if you are not compatible with them. That also lessens the suffering and maybe the conflicts and the lessons that you need to learn, or karmic lessons that you need to learn in relation to that person. So, wishing well for other beings, other souls, it's improving also your life and well-being. So it's a good thing to do that. It's also, I think, important to understand that if we cannot help each other in this life more than with a prayer, is much better to leave each other aside and have our own path in life and grow as we can on our own path. We don't have to always have the same pathway with all the people that we meet, but we need to understand why we have met them. And I think that's where Inforenergetics can help us to understand and become more aware of the relationships in our life and of the interactions that we have, not only with people, but with contexts of life, with surroundings, even with our, colleagues at work or anything like that. So all the people that we meet, by understanding how to work and apply various techniques to improve our life, that also improves our relationships.
And
Right. Yes, Miss Karina.
sorry, not to forget about these answers that we have provided to you are taking into consideration the fact that you have not done yet these courses, you haven't took yet the classes. But if you had, if we would talk about your attitude with this kind of person when you have a third level class taken, let's say, because the compatibility is from the third level, then you will know some techniques that will improve your staying with that the other person. You will have some techniques that will help you to uh, let's say take the tensions out of the atmosphere, because in the back of these tensions that put these incompatibilities are some aggressive factors that you will find about, and you will know how to deal with them by prayer. And you will do those kind of techniques in order to be able to stay and have a good conversation, and even have growth your incompatibility to compatibility with 1 or 2 percentages in this staying with that person. So this is what you can do.
Right. And the audience lowered about 35 is stabilized and now right. All right. Okay, I think you answered the question, Miss Karina.
Thank you.
And it's a very important, guys, to our 85 viewers, live viewers here. I think you guys also know what our compatibility is. And with that, we invite you to enroll with our sessions. That's July 7th. And of course, visit our website page, dowsing slash or minus infoenergetics.com, and follow our Facebook page for more live sessions to stay updated when is our next live sessions. And yeah, of course, to see our contents with valuable knowledge. And Miss Karina or Miss Ramona, anyone of you can answer of why it is important that the compatibility with alignments.
Well, with food, with elements.
Yes. Um, each the food, first of all, it's a living system. At the beginning, it's a living system. So it contains energy, fundamental beneficial energy. So when we quantify our compatibility with the food, with the elements, we will see which of them is bringing us energy in order to do our work, like day-to-day work, and which of them is lowering our energy level and putting us in trouble in terms of doing our jobs. So it is very important to find out about this compatibility, because some of these elements are containing some energies that are not compatible with your being, are not compatible with your body. So you should not eat them. For example, in my case, I am not compatible with meat, not compatible at all. And this I find out, I didn't search it. I found it during the classes. I found about it during the classes, 1 to 3rd levels, and at there is that the time of time, the time of the year when we do not eat meat, we do not meet any product of the animals. So in that time of the year, I didn't eat animal products, and after that period stopped, I've took some chicken, and my body was horrible. I was feeling some agitation, nervousness, some pinpoints that were making my body feeling very uncomfortable, and also nervosity. I was very nervous. So in that moment, I realized that this type of food, meat, is not good for my body. Is not compatible with my body, and not only with my body. Is not compatible with my mind. Is not compatible with my soul. So I took the choice of not eating any longer this kind of food, because it's not good for me. So it is very important to know about what kind of food we digest, we take ourselves in, because this will influence our personal mission. This will influence our energy levels. This will influence our compatibilities and our well-being. So it is a very important aspect of our life, this food, because the body is the one that is showing the soul, and it should eat what it is in compatibility, 100 compatibility with the soul that is carrying it. So that's why it's very important, the compatibility with the food element.
Right.
Thank you for the
Right.
question.
So Miss Karina is a vegetarian.
Yes,
And a
I'm
vegetarian,
eating milk and fish, but I'm not eating the
any
other
meat.
animal. Yeah, the other animal food. No. So
Yeah. So
I
it's
have,
very
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's
tell,
very
tell.
important to know also the food that we are compatible to
Yes, the
eat because
quality.
it's affected our mind, soul, and body to our decisions and
Yeah,
well-being as
the,
well,
the
right?
quality of our actions. Yes, the
That's
results
true.
of our action, and the time in which we do those actions.
Yeah. And because of the topic of food, I just wanted to know, Miss Ramona, as well, if you have a same situation like Miss Karina, as she
Yes,
said, she's
yes.
not compatible with the other meats and she's very compatible or at least comfortable eating with veggies or vegetables.
Yes, same with me. I also eat fish and I eat eggs, but not meat. Same here. I feel much better at all levels energetically as well. I have a better vitality when I eat more vegetarian. And it was also a sign that my body signaled, as I was elevating more in terms of, knowledge and discovering my connection to my own soul. So this kind of spiritual elevation, somehow it maintained my openness to understand better my relationship with food and how to improve actually my health with food. And that's the wonderful part, because when you discover how compatible you are with the food you are eating, you are actually opening the doorway towards a better health. You are improving your health condition on all levels. Only, I mean,
Yeah,
just for this small aspect of compatibility, which is not so small as such.
Quite complex. Yes.
yeah. So food is a very good example that we need to know for us to be compatible in all aspects. And since we do not eat meat, and so can you share with us what kind of energy is meat food carrying?
For me, I will tell you another story. In a moment in my life, I was with an old lady, and she was giving me cake. And I took some bites from that cake, and I asked her if it's having animal greases, and she told me that no, it's not having. She was lying. And I took another bite and go to bed. And when I was in my bed, my sister asked me a question, and I answered to her very nervous. This, which was not something usual for me. So from just 3 bites of a cake containing some animal greases. So the meat is having in its very a lot of range, anger, a lot of anger, and the information of the death of the animal and suffering. So if you are a very extrasensorial person, and you are in a lot of grief when you see another person suffering, another living being suffering, it will be very hard for your body and for your soul to manage this information, because the meat has the information and energy also to eat this information and energy and deal with it. It will cause you anger. It will cause you rage. Sorry, and also it will maybe it will quite put you in the risk of lowering your or your longevity, your age, because you will put in the basket of death some deaths already. So this will not be quite a good thing for you if you are also already a very sensible person. For me, I'm not a, for example, I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't eat, I don't drink coffee because it's making me very agitated. I'm everywhere and nowhere, and I don't have energy. If I want to make a day, I want to do 2 days out of one day, I do myself a vegetable salad, and I will have 2 days in one day. So this is what I found about. If when I eat uh, some aliments that are not as alive or as salad, vegetable salads, I see that I don't receive the proper energy level that I should receive from what I am eating, because what we are eating is not all the energy that we need in order to do our day-to-day action, but it's a very important part of energy providing aspect of our life. And so if you don't have any issue with trying on not choosing anymore the meat option of food, you will find out at the end the benefits of this kind of choice, because the meat also is taking a lot of time from our elements inside our body to digest them. So it's a consuming part, not a providing part, energy providing part. If you need proteins, yes, then and you need to have your belly fed up quick, you will choose the meat. But if you need to have your energy level way up faster, you will choose the vegetable, the living options, the live options that we have in when it comes to food, to feeding ourselves. Thank you.
Yeah, and just to add, if you need a protein, just look to other vegetables or fruits that
Yes,
is alternative
they
with the
are.
meat.
Yes, they are a lot of them. I use them a lot. Yes, they are. I don't know the English word of everything, but they are a
Yeah, it's
lot.
okay. Yeah, yeah. And
Mushrooms,
this,
for example. This one I know.
yes,
I remember now. Mushrooms. Yes.
mushroom is very yummy, delicious. And
Yes.
our Hello to our 200 plus viewers, 200 viewers here. If you guys have a questions here, before we end our live, just feel free to comment here. We are now about to end, but if you have questions, we will answer that directly from our speakers. And don't forget to comment below what subjects or topics you would like to approach to our next live sessions. And of course, stay tuned to when is our next live session on our Facebook page. Make sure to always follow and like our Facebook page, subscribe, keep the notifications on so that you won't forget our future promotion or announcements about our next live sessions. And visit guys the Dowsing-Inforenergetics.com on our website. So it's free to view the website. So if you are curious about the topic, you want to widen your knowledge about the topic, so feel free to visit our website. And don't hesitate to inquire us, message our Facebook page, Dowsing-Inforenergetics. Okay, I have a very fruitful evening here in the Philippines, knowing this subject or this topic, the compatibility is very relevant now. As you can see in our news, Philippines has a very lot of problems today. The Senate, the politics is very stressful nowadays, and we are very affected, the Filipinos, about the decision making that we will need. Some of us thinking to resign at work because of the major, what you call this, needs like that. So this topic about compatibility is very relevant, especially to me, to measure my growth in different aspects, the career, the relationship with one another, and of course our topic, the food, because as you know guys, I love food. I love eating is one of the happiest harvesting I enjoyed. I love foods, and I very love vegetables because we're living in the province. Vegetables is everywhere here. So very organic food that we have. And yeah, it's a very fruitful. Actually, I'm very curious with Mihai if he is also a vegetarian or
I enjoy very much fish food also. So
Mm,
yes, it's one of my favorites. And I understood that it's very important to tend to eat not more that you need, and preferably veggie food. And even during the uh, Bible, as it says there, they tend to don't eat only drink water. So the goal, the aim is uh, to be fed with the divine light, ideally. Of course, we are human beings and we have to eat, but we have to not forget that point, because many times maybe we eat more than we should, and we have to make the difference between the need and the desire. There are two different things, and we have to to acknowledge, is this a need or is this only a desire? Of course, we should give ourselves some premiums to be motivated to have big successes in our lives, again, to reward ourselves. But we have to be aware of that, and to know that maybe in some parts of the world there are people starving and they don't have less food to survive. So I think most of us, we have to keep that in mind, and to not um, and I think it's not related only with food. is related with a lifestyle, not to consume much more than you need. Because if you start thinking about it, you don't need too many things. You need love, you need God, and you need to have a good relation with God and other people around you. So I think it's very valuable to keep this in mind and to have a view in this approach all the time.
Yeah, I agree with what Mihai said. We're only human, that we need to reward at least ourselves sometimes and appreciate what we have in our meal or table like that, because some of us have a different lifestyle. But the bottom line is we need to control ourselves, and don't forget, of course, to make a balance as well with ourselves. And yeah, the bottom line is to learn how to get at least productive with your soul, compatible with your well-being, and to make a good decision as well. Am I right? Okay, and yeah, hello. We will greet Filipinos Filipinos here. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Salamat sa pagsama sa ating isang makabuluhang live session kasama ang um, ating mga guest speakers, Miss Corina, Miss Ramona, and Miss Mihai Urma. All right, and and again, thank you so much, guys, and to my kapwa Pilipino. Don't forget na i-like ang ating Facebook page, i-visit ang ating website page, dowsing-and-inforenergetics.com, ang ating Facebook and website. Okay? And again, thank you everyone for joining us today. And we hope this session gave you a new learnings and a deeper understanding about our topic, compatibility. And don't forget to comment, or at least DM us, direct message to us, what are the next topic you want to provide with our live session. And stay tuned when is our live session. So you are early audience to watch our live session, okay? And may we continue to learn, grow, and explore together in the journey toward awareness and holistic well-being. Again, thank you so much, everyone. And before we end, may I request our guest speakers to have a screenshot or photo opportunity for this live. So I will take a picture, and you guys, the audience, can also screenshot this meeting. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, again. And see you soon to our next live session. Again, don't forget, lastly, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Dowsing and Inforenergetics, and to our website page, Dowsing-Inforenergetics or Dowsing-Inforenergetics.com. Okay, see you guys on our July 7th, and have a good day. Once again, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Nice day.